Venom. We're gonna need to work on that.
Look, they might be Venom, but we sadly were not impressed by Venom 3. Let's break down why. Hello and welcome back, it's time to listen to Mom. I'm going to say right off the rip that this movie is best recommended by renting. Unless you're a major fan of Venom and this movie franchise. Because even the real fans of Venom in the comic by now know how the source material has not been handled exactly well, especially for Carnage, which was the last movie. It's just hard to justify paying so much of the theater for a movie that just does not hit the mark. So before we kind of rant, and I apologize if it comes off in any way ranting, let's go ahead and just talk about the positives. Tom Hardy and Venom. Tom Hardy puts a smile on my face. He's a brilliant actor and performs best as Eddie Brock. He's really good. It's just a shame that the material is not better. For the third outing, we really expect bigger and better, but also a deeper, richer story because this is the third film. The first film was not exactly perfect, but I believe the reason why this has succeeded is because of Tom Hardy alone. I'll be honest, that's it. I don't want this to be a full-on rant piece either. It has drawn lots of the box office because Venom and the performance draws viewership, I feel. Because Venom is pretty funny and entertaining because of Tom Hardy. But the story is thin. The dialogue does not have many forward-facing characters and most feel very one-dimensional. Especially this film, it just kind of feels like it's just him that's memorable. So I discussed that further. I've noticed more and more of the Marvel one-liners trying super hard to land and be playful, but it just isn't organic. It feels super forced. It feels like if something bad happens, somebody's like, well, we should have left open the window. We should have watched out for that one. Next time, I'm bringing a hammer. You know, something along those lines. Everyone has to have a one-liner. It just doesn't hit. It cheapens a ton of the moments, and for Venom, he is a dark anti-hero. And we never get to fully explore that. I will say that it does have its charm. Venom is charming, and I respect the work that Tom Hardy is doing because he's carrying this franchise. It's just all the actors around feel super weak because of it. They don't embellish this universe. But also the story is constantly re-explaining what is going on throughout the movie. And it's like, hey, did you forget? There's the codex. Hey, did you remember? Let's talk about it again. And I know nobody's gonna really understand that. There's really nothing to spoil in this movie. And we're gonna talk about it in a second. I mean, they kind of go bigger, kind of. There is more action. We do get to see Venom bite off some heads, and we do get to see more of the symbiotes, you know? Sorry if I mispronounced that there. I tried multiple takes. It drives me crazy. I just wish that they were ingrained more into the story. More of them. And we know there are more. I just want to see Venom play off of them, build a relationship with them. And they have a cosmic entity that is ready to destroy the world, but it doesn't, out of the third film, it just kind of feels like it's out of the blue. I have personally a hard time remembering anyone's name outside of Venom and Tom Hardy's character because nothing of real importance happens. And some of these characters, you know, you're never going to see ever again. Those character stories, moments where there's nothing really special, which makes me sad because it comes full circle. Tom Hardy is just so good on screen. So I felt like we should have done a lot more justice around him, the story and building. And I did even appreciate, I noticed in Tom Hardy's acting that the personas were kind of merging a bit more. But for The Last Dance, I was really hoping for a full story integration with Spider-Man even. Even if you don't have Spider-Man, build on the universe of a very specific character without having somebody too new that is unrelatable. I'm not the largest comic book reader, okay? But I know this has to be confusing for a fan as well of the comic books. Comment down below, please, let me know. Again, I can't recommend this in theaters. Save your money. Theaters are really expensive. The economy is not great. The first 21 minutes outside of the intro is pretty slow, and there's a lot of subplots that don't really embellish the story at all. Even at the end, we don't really go out with a bang. I mean, maybe you can call it emotional, maybe. It's just not what Venom should have been. If you enjoy this movie, what did I get wrong? Let me know. I had a hard time. It was hard to sit there. It was really hard. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if we're still new here on YouTube, so any little bit of support goes a really long way. Thank you guys again so much, and we'll see you guys all in the next one.